kid in the candy store when he finds out about Liv's condition. He's just having a real good time.
Oh yeah, well, we had decided, like Robert told me when we were doing the character creation, that he's a man that loves mysteries. Like, he's kind of like an X-Files now. He's almost like Mulder in that sense. Like, he loves that idea, and he's fired. He mentions that he's fired from the CDC. Because of always warning him of impending zombie apocalypse or an infection of some sort. So finding Liv and discovering her condition, it's something that he was knew was going to happen. That was fascinated by it. He wants to cure it. But I wouldn't say he takes pleasure in it, but it's just a very exciting thing to be a part of and know this secret and help and trying to contain it.
Can you talk about Ravi's new roommate and how they get along?
Can we? We can. Okay, yeah. Oh wait, yeah. You guys have seen the screeners. Yeah. So him and Major, they move in together, and they geek out. They share a passion of gaming, which again is mimicking my relationship with Buckley. When we moved out to Vancouver, we just sort of gamed all the time and just mucked around, and then we find it in the script as we're filming. We're like, oh, okay, cool. So they borrowed from our relationship, but it works. It's good fun, and it shows a good side to Major. It shows a different side, obviously, because up until that point he's kind of quite serious, and he's pining over what's happened, and is still adjusting to Liv's condition, and the moving in with Ravi kind of adds a bit of levity to it and to his character.
Are we going to see Ravi and Clive go on their own little adventures occasionally?
I hope so. Right now, I mean, it's still early doors, so that the dynamic is the three really that do the crime solving. But me and Malcolm on a personal level are very close, and we actually spoke about that, like doing a ride along at some point, just the two of them. I think it'd be quite a fun kind of contrast between the two characters. So I hope so.
Well, he was so anxious to push Liv out there to be the kind of the ride along person, and you're like, dude, you're putting her in harm's way. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, it was more to give her. I think it was because it was to give her a bit of purpose and to kind of get her out of that funk that she was in, and it worked, I guess. In the pilot, he's doing his best to keep sticking her out, get her out of the morgue, do something, move out. But yeah, I'd love to work with Malcolm more. Like, my favourite days on set are when it's the three of us. Like, it's just fun. We have the best time filming those three, like when the three of us are in the morgue together.
Do you ever get a sense that they've now kind of like put secret cameras on you guys when you guys like take it back, so they can kind of capture some of that natural dialogue?
You know what? They did, when we wrapped, they had the blooper reel, and you forget that they're rolling quite early, so it's stuff like me and Rose rap a lot between takes, or we sing. Mine and Rose thing is, before takes, is we always sing hip-hop lyrics, like the most filthiest, dirtiest, hardcore rap, and we would sing it like beautifully, and then we found, like, I didn't even think they were rolling, and then when we saw the blooper reel, it's all of that stuff and us mucking around. Yeah, there's a few, actually I think there's a few takes that weren't takes, they're just us kind of laughing or whatever, and they found their way in the show.
So now you're a little more paranoid. Oh God, they have
yeah, exactly. So now it's like a fake friendship because we're all like feeling like cameras are on us. But yeah.
Is there a particular episode that you're really excited for people to see?
Yeah, I am. There's one where the brain, Liv consumes the brain of someone who, without giving too much away, is heavily into the same hobby I'm into. And that was great to watch because Rosie had all this dialogue. It's to do with gaming, basically, and I forget spoilers. Why not? Yeah, so that was the episode I'm really looking forward to seeing, because watching Rose having to pretend she's playing a kind of version of World of Warcraft and the dialogue she had to do, it was just fun to watch her and get, like, she would come up to me and Buckley and ask us stuff, but she's great. She really sells it.
He's so curious about her condition and how she has like the rapid healing and things like that. Is he going to be like wanting to go like chop a finger off and see if it grows back?
No, it's still his mate, I guess. I don't know the rapid healing. Yeah, because she's shot, but I guess I haven't seen. She does rapid heal. She's kind of like Wolverine, I guess. Yeah, she does, right? Yeah, she does. Why not? I'll speak to Rob, see if I can chop her finger off in season 2 and see what happens.
I could just see him thinking, let's try.
Yeah, he's the focus. He actually throughout the season, he starts to study other things that aren't necessarily to do with Liv, but still are in the same arena of the zombie idea. So he has different test subjects.
So to prepare for the role, did you have to like shadow any medical professionals to get everything right?
Well, it's not. I mean, it's the funny thing with researchers is that it's one of those. It's just you're left to your own device. Like you get the script, you do what you can. So for me, I interviewed pathologists back home in the UK. I got my hands on autopsy videos, so I watched real autopsies and how to do them. And then I studied cases where pathology had solved the crime or found the murderer. And then when I went to Vancouver, I visited a morgue and walked around, and I spoke to them for a few hours, and they showed me the real bodies, and we did all of that. That was interesting. And then when we were on set, the same lady who I spent time with at the morgue, she's there every time I'm there. So we'll have a dialogue just to make sure everything's cool, within reason. I mean, TV, the thing is that no one would wear a lab coat ever. You wear like plastic, like just splat, but TV is TV, right? So we can't be too strict about it. We want to be, like as an actor and as the morgue technician, we'd love it to be as accurate as possible. It's just not feasible for television. It's just not.
How much did that sort of world freak you out, or were you fine with it? Or?
It was interesting. I think I can do anything. I feel like I'm quite I'm not a kind of adventurous kind of guy. I like my comfort zones and my levels, and I don't really venture out too much. But when it comes to prep, I become fearless. It's a weird thing. It's like I would never jump out of a plane. If I play a skydiver, I'll do it without thinking, without hesitation. So in that respect, yeah, what I was doing had a kind of like a game plan. So I never really brought myself into it. It was just about information. But some of the things did get to, I mean, like late night, 3-4 in the morning in the UK when I was watching autopsy videos and seeing murder victims and stuff, that kind of was a little bit heavy. After a while, you needed to step away from it. It's quite dark, but no, it was cool. It was worth it in the end.
What do you see iZombie kind of fitting in the lexicon of, is it more zombie world, fandom, or is it more towards the comic book? You got a couple different genres.
I don't think it's either. I really don't. It's not a strict zombie show. There's no apocalypse. Technically, some people want to say she's a revenant or something like that. Like that she doesn't technically tick the boxes of a typical zombie because she's self-aware. At the same time, we're not strictly a comic book adaptation because we don't borrow that heavily from the original source material. It's in its own kind of field. To me, I always make the comparison to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's just a fun, entertaining action, drama, zombie, everything. It doesn't fall into either.
We're gonna steal your way now.
Yeah, cool. Thank you guys so much.